Hey everybody, it's Angie. Let's take a tour of Hyatt Zilara Cap Cana, an adults-only all-inclusive resort near the Punta Cana airport in the Dominican Republic. Here's the lobby where you'll enter and complete your check-in. Hyatt Zilara is part of a complex with a family resort. On the right side is Hyatt Ziva. You do have access to Hyatt Ziva when you stay at Hyatt Zilara. On the left side is Hyatt Zilara. The red arrow points to the rooms and pools. The green arrow points to the spa. Here in the lobby, I love these swing couches, but they're so low to the ground, I would totally fall if I tried to get in them. Deja is the coffee shop. It has all different kinds of specialty coffees, both hot and cold. Alternative milks are available, and they have snacks throughout the day. So if you just want a light breakfast or a light snack, this area is great for remote work. It has outlets, and you can just sit and hang out in the beautiful lobby and get all of your coffee. Is it really an all-inclusive lobby if it doesn't have a lobby bar? This was a really fun place to hang out. The bartenders were great. During our stay, they had guest mixologists come in from 6 to 8 on some of the evenings, so you could try some different cocktails. As you saw from the map, the resort is set up in a U shape with rooms around the perimeter, pools, and some of the restaurants in the middle. Restaurants are also located in this building. We're going to head to the left as you face the ocean. We'll pass one of the gift shops with clothing, hats, and bags. Also on this level, you'll find the entrance to the gym. The gym is shared with the family area, and this is one of the best gyms I've seen. Lots of free weights. They even have the tire if you're into CrossFit, the studio for cycling. They have a set schedule of included classes. They also have special offerings at the coffee shop that we just saw in the lobby. Here's the group fitness class area. Now, a pro tip, if you're trying to get from Hyatt Zilara to Hyatt Ziva at this level, the easiest way is going to be to walk through the gym because both resorts have an entrance on their lobby level. You can practice your jabs and uppercuts if you're into boxing. There's a cardio room in addition to a weight room. So definitely lots of ways to keep your wellness on. Now we're going to head to the right from the coffee shop. So we went back to the lobby and now we're going to the right where we went to the left before. You'll find the cigar shop there and another shop. This one is for jewelry in case you want to take home a special souvenir. This is the club level lounge. If you book a club level room, you get exclusive access to this lounge with upgraded premium liquor. And then behind the bar, there is a little buffet. And it has all different types of snacks throughout the day, a continental breakfast in the morning, and great little happy hour snacks if you come back from an excursion and just want a quick bite before heading up to your room. This is perfect. If you just want a little snack before dinner, this is also great. And then, of course, there's cookies for that sweet tooth in the evening. Now let's head downstairs and check out some of the restaurants. We're going to be right under the lobby bar here, just to give you a sense of where we are in relationship to the resort. This is the entrance to the main buffet. These desks on the left are people who want to sell you shares in a vacation club. They'll present as concierge. Whether or not you talk to them, totally up to you. This is the buffet. It was open for breakfast and lunch during our stay. I think it does open for dinner sometimes as well, and it's phenomenal. They have a great bakery. They have a Mexican station where you can get your chilaquiles, even though we're in the Dominican Republic. You'll notice everything is served to you. They make it fresh in front of you, so it can take a little bit longer. You may have to line up a little more than you would in a buffet where you grab and go, but that means everything's fresh. I love the juice station, especially the green juice and the watermelon juice. They have these great toasts they can make. That is caviar on top. They had toast with raw tuna. You could get all different types of toppings. They have a big savory section you can see there. All your different types of pastries, including those chocolate croissants. You can get sandwiches if you want, if you're a morning sandwich person. All the different types of breads, all the different types of yogurts. I mean, you can see how massive this is. All your cereals right there, right in front of you, all your meats. It has all of the standards of an all-inclusive buffet, and it's just elevated because they serve it to you. Their ingredients are higher quality. I was really impressed with the buffet here. You can get all the different toppings for your salad, and then they have a Dominican section, which I really appreciate because sometimes I struggle at all-inclusives to get the local food. And here you can get a traditional Dominican breakfast. Don't pass on here's the chilaquiles. My husband got the chilaquiles at breakfast, and I think they did a great job. They also have a Bloody Mary bar and a mimosa bar right outside if you need a little morning pick-me-up. They don't serve lobster all year round, so just note between March and June, you may not be able to get lobster here at the resort. And then there's another look at those desks for the vacation club sales people. Heading to the right as we're facing the beach, we're going to see one of the a la carte restaurants. These restaurants are open for dinner. They do not require reservations. So that does mean you will show up, you'll ask if you can be seated. You may need to get a pager to wait till a table is available. So right here we have Brando's and One-Eyed Cat. So Brando's is the French Tahitian restaurant. This was the best meal we had during our stay. It was absolutely delicious. I had the salmon and it was perfect. You could specify what temperature you wanted it to be cooked, and the risotto it came with was really good. Across the way is One-Eyed Cat, the martini bar. It had a live piano player in the evenings and great cocktails. The bartenders here are terrific. It's a perfect place for a pre-dinner cocktail. Journeys is the Indian a la carte restaurant or Hindu a la carte restaurant. It's beautiful inside, but the big draw here is the fact they have a train car, and it really looks like a train car inside. We didn't love the food though. I'm just going to leave it there. Heading out towards the pool area, let's see what's going on in the outdoor spaces here at Hyatt Zilara. So one thing they have a lot of around the resort are fire pits, which I think is really fun and especially good in the winter. In the summer, I think it's probably too hot, but it looks beautiful at night. You can just sit out here and enjoy. There is waiter service here. And then in the evenings, there's chill shows. So it was singers, guitar players. There is a big main show on the family side if you want the more active circus type of show. They have a small theater here. They didn't really use that during our stay. They had the shows behind at the family side. This is the sports bar. So this is super fun. It's open in the evenings. I love how they have the individual booths with tables where you can change the channel and watch whatever game you want. And then they have a huge screen if there's a game everybody wants to watch. So fun place to hang out at night. There's also pool tables in here. Heading back to the main pool areas, this is kind of the main drag. On the left are two restaurants. On the right is the club pool. The club pool is available for people who have booked a club room. So in addition to the club lounge we saw earlier, you have access to this exclusive area and swim up bar. It does have the premium alcohol here too, in addition to the lounge. Important to know that the Bali beds you see are an extra charge. You can set that up through the concierge in the club lounge. The pricing changes, so I'm not going to include it in this video. It's based on availability and how many people are there. There are lots of umbrellas if you need shade. The pool was a very good temperature, refreshing but not too cold. You do get a couple of chair hogs here and there will come and set up their towels here. This was like at 7:30 in the morning, but overall it's just a great vibe. It was definitely worth upgrading. I'm going to have a video that explains more why I think it was worth upgrading. This is a hot tub, so this was warm, which was kind of fun. And I just think it's a beautiful area to hang out in, and then it's really fun to meet some of the other guests. Heading across the way, we'll see those two restaurants I talked about. So the first up is Waves. Waves was my favorite place to eat lunch. I love the hamburgers, the fried fish sandwich, and the watermelon salad. So definitely check it out when you come to visit Hyatt Zilara. You have bathrooms, and then next door is Presto, which is the grab and go place. So they have salads, pizzas, burgers, and a fried chicken wrap and nachos. The pizza was very good. You can take it to go. They have a little pizza boxes. So if you want to take it back to your chair, you can, or you can choose to sit here and eat. Now we'll head down to the main pool area and the beach. The main pool was where some of the activities took place. Aqua cycling was super popular. You do need to sign up in advance. This pool does have a swim up bar, and it also has some really fun options if you have friends who don't like to get in the water. I love this sunken kind of living room, so you can be in the water hanging out with your friends who don't necessarily like to hang out in the pool all day. If you are a smoker, you can find these elevated smoking areas on either side of the pool. Shutter's Beachside was open for a la carte breakfast and lunch for club level, and then it was an evening a la carte restaurant. I love the decorations. They do such a great job here. And for club level a la carte lunch, the seafood was phenomenal. Definitely worth upgrading. Now let's head to the beach. Cap Cana has a beautiful beach. The sand isn't super soft, but it's easy to walk on. The one thing to know about this area though is it does tend to get seaweed in the summer, so just keep that in mind. But you're pretty far removed from the beach when you're back at the pool. There are umbrellas throughout, and then you can head down here and check out the water. They do come and clean up the seaweed in the morning. Sometimes if there's a big storm or something, it could be quite significant. Now, we need to talk about these two chairs right here. I think this is so rude that these people moved their chair and umbrella, forced the staff to move their chair and umbrella down to the edge. It made it so annoying when you were trying to go for a walk on the beach. What do you think? that you would do the same thing, or it's kind of rude? Let me know in the comments. I'm very curious. Heading back towards the resort, this is the Zilara side, then Ziva is just right over to your right. You can see more places to sit and enjoy some of those quick pizzas from the Presto. We'll take another look at this infinity edge pool. It does have a small hot tub and whirlpool here, similar to the one that we saw in the club level. Here are the ocean front rooms, and let me show you one of them. This was a club level ocean front. Of course, you have the closet right when you walk in with your safe, plenty of drawers to store all of your great belongings. You have a closet for your hang-up items that does include robes and slippers. You have your ironing and ironing board, and then a little area if you wanted to put your shoes in that cubby. The bathroom was a really good size. It had 2 sinks, obviously the toilet, and then a nice sized stand-up shower with an overhead rainforest head and a handheld. You could use the rainforest head and the handheld at the same time, which was nice. That's not always the case. Heading into the bedroom, we find the king bed. You also have a 2-bed option here at Zilara in case you wanted to come with a friend or you just don't like sharing a bed. The sofa and your little mini fridge section, you can see there's an espresso machine. You have your Pringles and your peanut M&Ms. Those are perks of being club. And then you have juices, waters, sodas, and beer in your mini fridge. You can request additional items. We really like Pringles, so we requested some extra Pringles. With club level, you do have a butler that you can communicate with WhatsApp. Out on the balcony, you have a table and 2 chairs. It's a nice size table. You could have your room service out here. And then, of course, that gorgeous oceanfront view of the beach, the gazebo that can be used for special events or weddings, and of the main pool. We did not get too much loud music. On the bottom level of this building is the swim up suites if you want to have access to a shared pool. And then here's another look at that beautiful gazebo in case you have a special event you'd like to celebrate at Hyatt Zilara. So that is Hyatt Zilara. What did you think? Let me know in the comments, and watch for the upcoming Hyatt Ziva Cap Cana video.